Hello, this is a special video for my ukulele channel, something a bit different today, and I haven't got my ukulele with me. Instead, I have got a Lego ukulele, and we're going to do our first Mr. B's Lego review. Now don't worry, I'm not doing a new series of Lego videos, although I'd love to do that on another channel. I am a big fan of Lego as well. Got a couple of Lego models around the house. However, a friend of mine gave me this very generous gift a while ago, a lovely gift of a Lego ukulele. It's a Lego Creator 3-in-1 set. So you've got this ukulele, and then you've got this rather smart surfboard and dolphin you can create as well. If you have a look on the back, you can see those in a bit more detail. Some really nice alternate builds there using the same brick. So you can do the dolphin at the bottom and the surfboard above. But the main build is the Lego ukulele, so that's what we're going to have a look at today. And then I'm going to do a bit of a review video of it afterwards. So here we go, let's have a look at it. Let's get building. So I have been at this for just over an hour, and I can now reveal my amazing new Lego ukulele, and I think I can probably just make some space on the mantelpiece for it behind, and we'll feature that in some of our future videos as well. Let me hold it close to the camera, although I have done some camera footage of it as well for you to get a close look at. But you can see it's a really beautiful build. It's really colourful. That's the first thing that strikes me. It's a lovely pale blue, so a nice pastel shade, so nothing too strong there. And it's got these lovely natural browns in the neck as well, which you'll see on some of the close-up videos. And it's got these lovely hibiscus flowers. I assume it's a sort of Hawaiian beach scene. Lovely bit of sand as well, and some flowers and leaves to go all with it. And what is also quite nice is it's got a little pin inside, and it just disconnects from the actual beach, from the sand, so you can then hold it as a little ukulele as well. So some really nice features there. So I'll just hold that in the corner while I do my little review about it. If I had a table that was at exactly this height, that'd be perfect. But failing that, I think I'm just going to hold it whilst I just chat a little bit about it. Then I can point out some of the features as well, and I'll intermix some close-up shots while I do that. So this comes from the Lego Creator series, and as we saw on the box, it's a 3-in-1 model. We'll look at the pictures of the other models you can create again in a second. It's a really solid build. Everything's nicely layered and really holds together firmly. So that's, I think, my biggest takeaway from it is how strong and secure it is. Although, I mean, if I dropped it, it would, I'm sure, smash into many pieces. It would really just break into chunks, and I think I could probably fix it quite easily. It's got lots of sort of fiddly bits, which then click onto something quite securely. So the flowers, for example, each leaf has got multiple parts, but then they click onto the flower very nice and securely. So they'd pop off if you dropped it, but then they wouldn't split up into all the individual pieces. Equally, the bass, I'm sure, would break off the ukulele, but the bass is really solid, all held together really nice and firmly. So the first point is the solid build. If I hold up the body, you can see the bottom of the ukulele is really nice and thick, and like I say, nice layering of the Lego there. Also, if I'm very careful, very careful. I was reluctant to do that live on the video. Oh look, I can take off a chunk. So it comes apart. The blue body is made into 3 chunks, and they come apart quite easily with a bit of force. But like I say, and the individual chunks are really very solid. So you've got here a set of chunks you sort of build individually and then push all together to create your finished piece, and that gives the build a really solid, sturdy feel, which I like because as a bit of a Lego enthusiast as well, some models do get quite delicate and are very, you pick it up and they sort of fall apart in your fingers. This one you can always play around with and pretend it's ukulele and have some fun with it, and it's, like I say, it's very sturdy. The neck as well, it's got 4 layers of Lego, the flat pieces, 4 layers of that going through the neck, giving it a really solid, sturdy design. My only issue with the design, or with the build quality, I think this flower on the back as well, it's just a nice little extra, just a bit of colour on the top of the ukulele to complement the bass as well. My only issue, as you can see straight away, the strings are a little bit loose. Now if I pull down at the bottom and pull down at the top, I don't know if you can see, they tighten up and they go nice and taut. You've just got to slightly bend it back. It's just literally probably 1/2 mil too long. If I'm not careful, I'm bending the back of the neck off. So they will tighten up, but there's no way of securing that tight. And as an actual ukulele player, I would have liked to have seen them taut and maybe even be able to just run my finger down them and imagine them as a ukulele. So that's my one slight disappointment there. If you look beyond the strings, and if you look at the actual quality of the sound hole, for example, that's really nicely done, and all the detail on the neck and the tuning pegs at the top, some really nice quality detail there. And the fingerboard as well has got some really nice flat and smooth panels on the top, and it just all slots together really nicely. So it's very well designed, and I think just in the manufacturing, they've just slightly got the length of those these sort of rubber strings just slightly too long, which is a shame, but actually doesn't really take away from it, because you don't expect it to be actually a working ukulele, but it's such a beautiful model. And like I said, the sound hole in particular, I'll show you a close-up of that. The sound hole in particular is a really nice design and just looks really fantastic. So yes, I've got a lot of positive things to say. As I said earlier, some very nice colourful flowers as well, so you can see those, the extra sort of design just for the background, really nice effect, and this nice little sort of beach pin that you can slot it into to hold it off and to set it off, and that goes together really nicely and easily. Now the whole thing is currently $24.99 on the Lego website, so it's a really good value build. I think for £25 you get an awful lot of Lego there, and get some nice features with it as well. So for £25 I think that is a really great purchase, and I would say it's really good value for money. It says 8+ on the box. I'm obviously a little bit older than that. As an adult builder, I was able to do that in an hour. I did drop a few pieces. I could probably done it in about 45-50 minutes if I'd been really hurrying. But yeah, it just took me, I think it was an hour. I think the video ran to, because I videoed it myself, building it, and I think that ran to 1 hour, 1 minute. So it was about an hour's build, and that's actually quite a nice length of time when you buy something to enjoy the actual process of building it, isn't it? Spend an hour doing that. My only concern is if I just put that down for a second. Obviously on the box, it's a 3-in-1 model, and it's got these lovely alternate builds. Now it took me an hour to put the model together, and it would take me probably a good 20 minutes or so, maybe even longer, to separate them, because it's, like I said earlier, it's a combination of different chunks. So it's not just one light build. You build up the body. It's a solid body, and you build it up in really big, strong chunks. And that's the quality of it. That it's not going to just fall apart in your fingers. However, if I wanted to take it apart to build the dolphin, I would have to really spend quite a lot of time taking all the individual pieces apart. And I feel that's a bit of a nuisance when you. So my issue is not with the ukulele at all, but with the concept of the 3-in-1 build. I just think maybe they should have done that with a build that's slightly easier to take apart, as opposed to have such a chunky and detailed build that's got so many layers that you're going to it's going to take you half an hour probably to actually strip that back all down to the individual pieces, and then plow through the instructions again, and it'll be another long build for each other design. So you've got these really nice looking alternatives. The dolphin features really nicely. It's got the palm tree. So parts of the neck, the brown parts of the palm tree are from the ukulele neck, and that's a really nice use of that. Also, if you have a look under the dolphin's chin or neck, it's got these transparent waves holding it up. Now they're actually hidden inside the curves of the ukulele. And when you build the ukulele, you think, why do I need these transparent pieces? Then you look at the alternate build and think, oh, that's what they're for. Equally, the two eyes on the dolphin are hidden inside the neck, so you can't see them, but they are there. It's quite a nice little clever way of just tucking away pieces that you don't need for the ukulele, but are there for the alternate designs. I quite like that. And like I say, both the dolphin and the surfboard feature the flowers in different ways without the big petals, but just different ways of presenting the flowers. The dolphin actually has a clamshell there, open there as well. So there's different ways of doing the design. The dolphin's got the dark blue. In fact, they've both got set off with the dark blue. The surfboard really uses that dark blue piping down the center strip of the board, and all those dark blues are hidden away inside the ukulele. Again, sort of hidden for the ukulele build, but there for the other two. So I quite like the clever way they're doing the 3-in-1, having some pieces hidden away. And for me, the only drawback with the concept of the 3-in-1 is the fact that it's such a solid build. It's going to be quite fiddly to take apart. And I know a lot of sets, or Lego sets used to when I was a child, have little pieces that you could use, little tools to separate Lego, because Lego's always been notoriously tricky to separate, and this set doesn't come with one of those, and they're not much to put in the box. So I was a bit disappointed that, as it is a design that you're supposed to be able to take apart and put together in a different way, it doesn't have a Lego separator. I just think I was originally, when I thought about doing these videos, I'll build all three, and then when it took me quite a long time to build the first one. I mean, only an hour, but it was a decent bit of time to build the first one. I thought actually it's going to take a long time to keep building it, taking it apart and building it again. So I've just gone with building the one and then telling you about the other two. But whether you go for the dolphin, the surfboard, or the ukulele, I think you're going to have a really nice build. And in any case, for £25, I think that's really good value for all three of them. So I'd say overall, it's a really good 3-in-1 package. My issue really is just with the concept of the 3-in-1 and whether they should have maybe planned a lighter build, something that's a bit easier to take apart and strip back to its basics so you can rebuild it again. As I said, I just love the colour palette that is shown there. The pale blue, the sand colour, the pale colours of the flowers, just all complements. Also set off with that natural brown, which very much takes centre stage on the neck and the fingerboard there, and with the different colours down the neck as well. It's, 3 different colours used on the neck, which I think is a really nice extra detail there. So lots of really good things to take away from that. So it's a really good build. I think it's great value for money, and I would definitely recommend, whether you're a ukulele enthusiast, in which case you are in the right place, or a dolphin enthusiast, in which case you're probably less likely to be watching my channel. But in any case, you can definitely get some value out of that model, so I'd recommend it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my slightly different video this week, something a bit unusual. I'll be featuring that in some of my videos later on as well. Like I said, I think I'll try and find a bit of room on my shelf behind. And so I hope you enjoy a bit of Lego building yourself if you get the chance, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed the video, do as ever please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.